This just in, did Ulta Beauty do better than Sephora this year? Are investors looking for the next big breakout influencer brand? And is this brand trying to sell kitten juice? Y'all, we have all that more in this week's new makeup releases. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get interesting.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to New Makeup Release Sunday. This is where we sit back, relax, and talk about all the new makeup that's been announced and sneak peeked, as well as some industry news. Now, I'm going to go ahead and preface this and tell you guys that I feel like absolute shit. I currently have a cold. I did a work event last week, and my husband and I came back from said event shortly after, a couple days later, with a cold. So I'm just in the midst of fighting it. So if I'm not as like, woo, it's because I literally feel like shit. But you know what? The show must go on. So we're going to dive into today's top stories. So as you guys know, this past year, Sephora and Ulta have been low-key, well, not even low-key, have been absolutely competing against each other, trying to see who has the bigger, you know what I mean? They have been competing against each other. And back in March, Sephora had their Sephoria, which is their big, massive convention where all these brands go to. You pay like $400, depending on the tier, and get like a $1,400 swag bag, get to meet like 400 plus brands, get some cool products, meet some, see the next big launch, meet some founders. It's a really cool thing. Well, Ulta Beauty has done the same thing, but they've done it for years and years and years, but it was actually known as the Ulta Beauty World Convention. It was like held for like the GMs of Ulta Beauty to come in and do Ulta Beauty World Expo, and then they'd have a day where they could go around again, meet like 400 plus brands, get a huge swag bag, and it was always for the Ulta Beauty employees. But last year they decided to open up to the public and called it Ulta Beauty World. Now, as you guys know, there was a fiasco this year between Sephoria and Ulta Beauty World. Sephoria, their tickets sold out in 4 hours. They didn't announce when their tickets were dropping, so a lot of people who lived in California were very scorned because they felt like they lost the ability to get the tickets, whereas Ulta Beauty World were like, can never be us. This is the date we're launching it. And then their launch was 10 times worse because 5 million people are trying to fight to get 3,000 tickets. They said that influencers got separate tickets, but no one believes that because there's a shit ton of influencers there. But that's beside the point. What the point is that there has been numbers and comparisons between Sephoria and Ulta Beauty World and who did better. And what surprised me was that it was actually Ulta Beauty. Let me tell you. It says Ulta Beauty World is becoming a challenger to Sephoria. According to launch metrics, the event generated $14 million in media impact value, more than double Sephoria's recent $5.5 million total. As e-commerce and platforms like TikTok Shop and Amazon pressure retailers, these in-person events has become vital tools for connection, discovery, and content creation. That's why Ulta Beauty World launched Ulta Beauty World last year, following the festive model Sephoria established with Sephoria in 2018, though earlier beauty gatherings like BeautyCon and Generation Beauty helped pave the way. This year, Ulta Beauty World's post flooded social media feeds with boatloads of swag, new product reveals, and speculations about which Sephora brands Ulta should bring over. And here's the thing, yes, so many people were talking about it. And I think the reason people were talking about it is because when it came to Ulta Beauty World, tickets were, I think, like $160, and you got a $1,400 swag bag. Whereas Sephoria, tickets were anywhere between like $160 to $400, depending if you're doing general admission or VIP. Now, I've gone to Sephoria. I loved it. I thought it was a great time. I've never been to Ulta Beauty World. I really wanted to go, but I was not able to snag any tickets. Now, the difference between Ulta Beauty World and Sephoria, in my opinion, is that Sephoria had 2-day event. Ulta Beauty World could have done the same thing. They just chose not to. So I was just kind of disappointed, and I said that I probably won't go to next year, especially because it's going to take place in Anaheim, California, most likely. And if that's the case, I'm definitely not going. But it was all over the news. I mean, I could not go a day during Ulta Beauty World week without hearing it all over the news about Ulta Beauty World being here, bringing in massive amounts of people, bringing so much attention because, I mean, their swag bags were full of full-size products. Whether it was a high-end brand or a drugstore brand, it was full of massive products. I'm not surprised to see that they're kind of doing better. I did find it just very interesting that I said that Ulta Beauty World generated $14 million versus Sephoria at the 5.5. It just makes me wonder how this is going to affect these events moving forward, what Sephoria is going to do next year to step up to see if they can beat Ulta Beauty World's sale, or if Ulta Beauty is going to see this and take take it up one more notch? We are definitely going to find out next year when the events start to roll out. For our next story, it looks like investors are trying to find the next big blockbuster influencer brand. So if you guys did not know, there's a content creator named Alex Earl, and she recently launched Real Actives back in, I want to say beginning of April, maybe late March, one of the two time frames. And her investor is Imaginary Firms. So Imaginary Firms owns like P.O Beauty, like Glossier, quite a few brands under their belt as investments. Now, when Alex Earl launched her brand, she sold out, I believe, within like 6 hours, generating $5 million in sale on her very first launch, if I'm correct, which was absolutely wild. Like, no one really expected her brand, one, to sell out the way that it did, and two, to bring in so much money. Apparently it took Hailey Bieber like 10 days to sell just as much as Alex Earl did when they first launched, which was really, really wild to see. Now, the reason why I think Alex Earl's brand was so successful is because for years and years and years, Alex has taken her community with her on her skincare journey. She has always shown her skin how bad acne she had, the bad acne that she had, her Accutane journey, the different products that she was trying. She was never ashamed to show her real skin, the problems that she suffered. So I think because of the fact that she was able to show that to her community for so many years and actually show that her skin was changing and evolving, or especially over the last 2 years, I think that really kind of took her brand to the next level because people were really able to experience that journey with her. They were not sold a product, but they were taken on a journey with the product, if that makes any sense. I think she did a really fantastic job, and I think that's why it did so well. But a lot of investors are seeing that and they're like, how do we capitalize on this? So it says, according to Business of Beauty, since last year's $1 billion Rhode acquisition disproved once and for all the notion that consumers have had with celebrity and influencer brands, investors have been looking for the next big hit. Alex Earl's Imaginary Ventures backed Real Actives has been a promising contender out of the gate, with over 5 million acne-focused skincare products completely sold out by late afternoon on March 31st of the launch day. Meanwhile, YouTuber Shayla's Matters tween brand Sincerely Yours continues to sell out of Sephora and backed by Strand Equity. So it says that as investors hunt for the next celebrity beauty powerhouse, Alex Earl's Reactive has emerged as a top contender after $5 million sellout in a 57,000 person restock waitlist. To avoid the pitfalls of fading influencer labels, a new generation of brands is taking a problem-solution approach to their products and market focus on establishing a long-term replenishable skincare routine. Other big names to watch include Sincerely Yours is a tween space and forthcoming labels like Playa and Skims Beauty. So I'm really curious to know who would be the next big influencer brand. I mean, I know you guys love to hate her, but POV Beauty by Michaela Nagori, I mean, she's her brand is a $1 million brand. In fact, I think she just took like a lot of these influencers to Seoul, Korea for her first brand trip, but I'm not surprised to see it. I'm not surprised. Like, I thought for sure that the influencer brands was kind of a dying industry because, like, no offense to Manny Mue, but Laura Lee, but look at their brands. Like, I love Lunar Beauty, but when's the last time Lunar Beauty had a launch? Was it sometime last year? And it was like those bronzer sticks. Like, we haven't really seen anything from his brand in a long time. You have Nikki Tutorials. I don't really see much about her brand ever. There's Kathleen Light. She has a nail care brand, which I think that one actually does pretty well. I think that one does pretty well. One Size Beauty, now that is a different story because he is inside, Sephora, so it does so incredibly well. But I feel like you just don't see a lot of influencer brands really kind of going out there and just being so successful the way that some of these are. I mean, like, to literally hit $5 million in sales in one day, I mean, that's bigger than, like I said, Hailey Bieber's, launch when she first launched, POV Beauty. Like, Alex Earl really created something there, and I'm not surprised to see that investors are wanting to do the same. They're wanting to see who the next big influencer is so they can capitalize on that journey. Not gonna be me. I don't even know what type of, well, one, I don't consider myself an influencer, let's be real, but two, I wouldn't even know what I'd want to launch. Is it weird that I would not want to be makeup necessarily? I'd want it to be something revolutionary. Don't know what. And then for our last top story, I saw this and I was like, what? So there is a brand out there that wants to make your vajayjay smell juicier. So there is a lot of backlash surrounding this brand called Wear Juicers. It's a new British brand selling vajayjay suppositories and calls it melts in cherry, peach, or strawberry scents as beauty products. The launch has sparked outrage among vajayjay wellness entrepreneurs who criticize the brand for reviving outdated feminine care tropes around odor, desirability, and correction, while threatening the credibility that vajayjay health advocates have spent years trying to build. It's the same shame but prettier jar. So I know that like having a vajayjay, you're not really supposed to use really heavily scented products down there because it can really throw off your pH balance, and that your machine is a weld oil cleaning machine, and it does everything for you. It cleans you out properly. And, I did kind of side eye when I saw that there is a brand that wants to make juice in a suppository that you think right up in there. What's the purpose? Like, I find that fascinating. I find that fascinating. I can't imagine taking a suppository, shoving it up somewhere, and being like, Corey, come smell. Spread them and go, smell it. It smells like cherry, peach, or strawberry. You guess the flavor. Like, I could not imagine doing that. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting. And I'm seeing like a lot of backlash in the comments section. A lot of people are very much like, absolutely not. This is going to throw off your pH balance. This could completely destroy you down there. Why would you want to do that? And someone said that, why would you want to do that? Someone said a master gardener does not spray chemicals on its most prized flowers. We should treat them very delicately. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like a nice little like reference. But what do you guys think? Would you guys want to use a brand that you use a suppository to make the smell like peaches, raspberries, peaches, strawberries, or cherries? Let me know in the comments below. So that is it for this week's top stories. Now we're going to dive into this week's new makeup releases. So up first, we officially have the full launch details from Glamlite. They are doing their Barbie collection part 2. Now I've gotten a lot of questions about this. People reach out to me in my DMs saying, Allie, why are you not at the launch party? Allie, why are you not there? And or why are you not getting PR? I'm going to go ahead and like just kind of set the record straight when it comes to Glamlite. I've gone to launch events. Well, I've gone to one brand event with Glamlite, and that was for Hershey Kisses long ago. They flew me out, they paid for my hotel, they paid for my flights. They were very, very accommodating. Then I got invited to go to a Halloween event, and unfortunately I did have to back out because I went with my best friend, and her child got sick and she just couldn't make it, and I did not feel comfortable traveling to LA by myself. So I pulled out last minute, which I think definitely did piss off the brand, because they did lose their money on the plane tickets. And from that point on, they never did reach out to fly me out to a brand event from that point on. And I get it. It's a business decision, and I kind of cost the money on that one. So I knew there would be consequences to me bailing out last minute. I knew that time would come to pass. Now I did get invited to like 2 more events, but I'd have to provide my own accommodation, which to me is just a little ridiculous to spend money to go just to a launch party. It's why I've never gone ever since, but I have been invited. Now when it comes to PR, y'all, I don't know what to tell you. I get told from the people that run the PR team that I'm getting PR, and then nothing ever comes, and then sometimes it does come. It's very wishy-washy. I don't really know when I'm going to get it or when I'm not, because a lot of times they tell me they're going to send it and then they end up not sending it, or they forget. I don't know. It's why I always buy everything myself at this point, because I don't want to rely on them to send it. I think at the end of the day, if you guys haven't noticed, I love Glamlite and I will always be big supporter of them, but they really do focus on TikTokers. That is their main focus. Like if you actually look at their launch party they just had with Barbie this past weekend, it's all big influencers that are there at their event. I mean, at the end of the day, that's where their money's at. They are a multi-million-dollar brand. They sell a shit ton of lip kits over on TikTok. That is where their money is at. That is what's taking their brand to the next level. So I don't blame them for wanting to fully focus on TikTok shop creators or TikTok creators as a whole, and not really look too much at the YouTube side, because they just don't really see a lot of sales from YouTube side. I mean, I think I'm one of the only YouTubers left that still talks about Glamlite. I mean, I don't see any of my friends talking about them anymore. It's just me, and it's because I've been a big supporter of them from the very start, and I'm never not going to not support them, because I generally do believe in the brand. I believe in the products. I love the team. They are so sweet. I would never take that away. They're so sweet. I love Giselle with a passion. So for me, I just feel like the brand just kind of focuses on there. So I don't mind buying the PR, or I don't mind buying the products. And I always see you guys tagging me or reaching out to me, sending me screenshots of you advocating for me in the comment section, and I really appreciate it. But you guys don't have to go to bat for me. I promise it's okay. I don't mind supporting the brand. And I just kind of want to set the record straight, because I've had people reaching out to me going, the brand says they flew you to all these events. It was just one time. The second time I did bail out on, unfortunately, because I just could not make it. But I did get to go to one event, and it's an event that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Now, if they ever have an event here in Florida, oh my God, I will absolutely go. If I'm invited. But yes, I'm still a big supporter. So they are now launching their brand new Barbie collection. Now it's actually launching today. I think by the time you guys are watching it, it's actually live right now. You guys can use my code AllieD to save 15% off, and best believe I am buying it. Now I did get reached out to and told I was being sent this, but I take it with such a grain of salt. So I'm buying it myself. Just so you guys know, I'm buying it myself. So this collection is going to include quite a few goodies. It's going to have 3 different lip kits in this collection. Lip kits are going to retail for $24 a piece, and they do come in various tones, which I think is really great. They're also going to be launching an eyeshadow palette. It's a 12 color eyeshadow palette with 6 buttery mattes and 6 ultra dazzling high shine. And then they're also going to be launching a complexion product, which I did tell you guys about last week, that I knew that they were launching a complexion product. So it seems like out of everything, their entire collection is going to retail for $149 if you get the full collection in the PR box. But if you don't want the PR box, the full collection does retail for $143. Otherwise, the lip kits retail for $24. The complexion kits retail for $24, and I think the palette retails for $28. So it's something that I'm definitely gonna pick up. But I will say I'm definitely really, really excited. I'm probably not gonna buy the PR box. I'm probably just gonna buy the full collection, and I'm also gonna use my code AllieD to save 15% off because, like, why not save some coin? But it is gonna be launching today. So by the time you guys are watching this, this will be available right now. And best believe, Besties, I am buying this collection. Up next, it looks like NYX just teamed up with M&M's to create their brand new Smushy Surprise Matte Lip Balm. Unwrap the sweet limited edition M&M's Smushy Surprise Matte Lip Balm mystery bags. Collect all 7 unique matte lip balms, including 1 rare find lip balm feel, blurred texture, and sheer buildable color with a chocolate scent. Now, y'all know how I feel about chocolate scents. Oh, I cannot do chocolate scents. Chocolate scents to me always smell like throw up after a year, so I'm just like, oh, cannot do it. But I think it's really cute that they're doing this. I actually was at Walmart yesterday. Wow, my makeup kind of looks like a little run down. I'm just wearing my Merit Skin Tint and a little bit of brow product, and I'm wearing mascara and just the Merit Skin Tint with the Ilia sunscreen. And I'm wearing a Dominique lip gloss right here. It's actually a really nice lip gloss. What's really cool about it, by the way, is that it twists open. So, like, you have to twist open it. It's really nice. But just because I didn't feel like really putting on makeup, because like I said, I feel like shit. Okay, anyway, I'm beside the point here. I'm just rambling to my besties, okay? It's like we're on FaceTime. But I was at Walmart the other day, and I saw there's the Simpson collab that they were coming out with. I thought it's actually really cool. So now that they're doing this, I think it's really nice that they're doing M&M's, and they're doing a mystery rare flavor one. So that's going to be available right now in Europe, and I think it should be coming here at some point too. Up next, it looks like Juvia's Place is launching some new Bronze Blurring Pro palettes, all-in-one edit for warmth, dimension, and sculpted color. Curated mix of rich blushes and silky bronzers deliver a seamlessly payoff across every skin tone. Each shade blends effortlessly and builds beautifully. So they're going to retail for $25, and there's 2 different palettes. It's going to have 4 different rows, and I think it's actually really cool that there are offering these different variety of products in here. I think I've tried Juvia's Place a few times. Not a brand that I'm really too much familiar with, but I do think it's really nice that they're launching kind of a mix of like all of the blushes, bronzers, and blushes, blenders, and highlighters in one. It kind of makes it really easy for the consumer who might want to save some money to buy something like, I think my dog just farted. To buy something that has all the products in one. So if I see this in person, I might swatch it, but yeah, that's gonna be pass for me for right now. Up now, oh my god. Okay, so up next, Guerlain is launching their new Meteorite Compact collection. It's available in Europe, and it says launched for the first time in 1987. Oh my gosh, in 87, the all-in-one powder compact, setting, correcting, mattifying, and illuminating. 4 harmonious colors naturally brighten your skin tone, prevents shine, sets your makeup, and blurs pores, leaving your skin smooth and velvety. There's a new formula, new color combinations, and new packaging, and their signature fragrance subtly modernized. Interesting. Damn, they've been around since 1987, at least like this product. Holy crap. I wasn't even a thought then. Wow. That's kind of cool. Okay, you want to try this, but I'm sure it's gonna be like a $60 product. I mean, not that I can complain because I do buy cheap on cheap. That's kind of cool. I kind of interested. But I want to buy the one that like blurs the pores and mattifies, not the one that's like illuminating, because I don't think I need that for my oily skin, but I do find that very fascinating. Oh, this is real. Okay, well, this is funny. So Trend Mood is launching their first ever eye patches. These are iridescent purple hydrogel eye patches that support skin elasticity, provides intense nutrition, helps erase puffiness, hydrating and anti-age properties, smoothing, cooling effect on the skin. They retail for $42 for 60 pieces, and they're formulated with atrazine, caffeine, vegan collagen, and 8 hyaluronic acids. It's going to be available on Amazon. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny because I was getting emails from a brand saying that they were willing to send me Trend Mood eye patches. And I was like, why is this brand called Trend Mood? Like, isn't that copyrighted? Like, that's an account that I follow. Like, Trend Mood eye patches. And on Amazon, this is such a, like, spam email. So I deleted it. And I got the email 3 different times trying to follow up, asking if they could send me these eye patches. And it's from them? Oh my God, that's crazy. I literally thought that it was just some random brand on Amazon trying to get me to do like free work for them, and trying to get some brand on Amazon just trying to send me something. And I was like, I don't know you. And it's from Trend Mood. Wow, that's wild that I did not know. I need to go check my email then. Oh my gosh. All right, so it says, look who's back for round 2. But it looks like Chic Glam, it teamed up with Rick and Morty again to do a Rick and Morty collection 2.0, packed with cosmic cues, portal laurels, textures, and nods to your favorite episodes. This is going to include so many things in here. I'm just going to pop up the image of what it's including. You can get the full collection for $174.59. And I have to say, I mean, their packaging isn't the worst. But I think because Glamlight did a Rick and Morty collection, I see Chic Glam's version. I'm just like, it's not as good. It just doesn't look as good. Now, granted, I've never tried Chic Glam, and I won't try Chic Glam, but I do think the packaging is really nice. I mean, like, it looks really cool. And anyone that I know that has shopped the brand has absolutely enjoyed it. It's just, for me, that's just going to be an easy pass. Up next, in Asia, looks like Shiseido is launching some new serums that turn into sorbet-like consistency. So it says 2 types of serum: a sub-zero beauty serum with a unique ice delivery formula which combines the sub-zero cooling sensation of a frozen product with various beauty ingredients that melt into the skin to replenish moisture, provide the combined care of a serum, moisturizing mask, and the astringent, along with the refreshing coolness of a sorbet on the skin. Now, it doesn't say when this is coming here, but you are supposed to freeze it overnight and mix the entire product well with a spatula, then apply to your entire face. Now, when I see this texture right here, all I could think about is like those ASMR style videos where people just stick microphones in like that type of texture, and they're just kind of like spooning it around, like, and I just want to like stick my hands and I just want to like play with the texture, and that's what this reminds me of, like a little freezy that I could just, that's all I want to do. That's all. I'd buy it simply for the ASMR aesthetics of it, not even to use the product. Is that crazy? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm crazy. But it looks really cool. It's just only available in Asia right now. Maybe it'll come here, but we'll see. Up next, it looks like Makeup Revolution has a new Wrap Brow Tubing Gel. Tubing brow gel. It shapes, sculpts, and tints in one swipe to create a fuller looking brow. There are 4 shades available and they're $8 each. You know, I am not a big fan of tubing mascara, so I can only imagine what a tubing brow gel would be like. I feel like that's something I would not like. Like, what do you guys think? Is that something that you guys think you would like? I mean, it looks like it's pretty thick product in there. A tubing brow gel. That's going to be a pass for me. Up next, it looks like Beauty Creations is launching some new marble blushes. So these are a multi-dimensional mineralized baked blush that gives you a radiant glow with every swipe. These look absolutely beautiful. Like, these look absolutely beautiful. I really wish I could try some of these. I did find Beauty Creations. There's a store called Beauty Masters, and it's over here in Orlando, and I went to it, and I filmed like a whole shop with me, and then I realized like the video is kind of shitty, so I just ended up scrapping it. But they do have Beauty Creations there, so I'm curious to see if this would end up there, because I would actually like to try some products from the brand. I know this is a dupe brand, and a long time ago they had reached out to offer me to send me PR, and then the person that reached out quit, so that never ended up happening. But I would be so curious to try these blushes. They look like they're really cool. Up next, it looks like Maybelline is going to be launching their brand new Fit Me Soft Rescue Full Concealer Coverage. It's a 24-hour wear, fade spots, and minimize pimples. A concealer that gives you instant full coverage, concealing pimples and spots, and also minimizes and fades them in just 1 week. Now, this is available in select countries. I don't know when it's going to be available here, but I definitely like to get my hands on this because it sounds really interesting. It's a concealer, but like a spot rescue at the same time, so I'm really curious to see how this product will work. As soon as I know when it's coming here, I'll definitely let you guys know. Last but not least, coming to Charlotte Tilbury, but they're launching their brand new Exagger Eyes Easy Eyeshadow Sticks. You can sign up for the waitlist now at Charlotte Tilbury. These are going to be self-priming Dream Glide formula with 12 shades that matte, blur. That's a matte blur in satin glow shades to sculpt, define, lift, and highlight. I'm gonna pass on those. Those seem like products I generally wouldn't really gravitate to. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of like eyeshadow sticks. Some work well. Like there are some that I really do like, but other ones I'm just kind of like, no. Like so for me, this one is such an easy pass. But that, my most beautiful besties, is it for today's video. Sorry this week wasn't nearly as exciting as compared to previous weeks. I think it just means that our wallet is pretty much safe. And I'm sorry it wasn't as like, woo! It's just because I need to go lay down. But I did have to, but I need to go lay down. But you guys know the show will go on. I'll never not be here unless I absolutely can't. But because I love the series so much. But with that said, besties, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, besties, I love you. I'll see you guys in the very next video.